Yo, this is Lefty. It's been a while since I did a NFL video. It's been 2 weeks. Last week I didn't do one because it was week 17. You don't know who's gonna play. You don't know what's going on. For the most part, you don't know if people are gonna sit out. So, didn't make a video then. There didn't seem to be any point in me doing it. As for this week, we got 4 games over 2 days. It's my favorite time of the NFL calendar when they have games on Saturdays and Sundays. So, let's get into it. First game is tomorrow. It is Raiders at the Texans. I gotta like the Texans at home. David Carr had a huge injury, heartbreaking for Oakland. Donald Penn is also out, their left tackle, so I got to think Houston's going to be up comfortably. And, we'll see what actually happens, but there's no way that you go against Houston at home. On the next game, Lions at the Seahawks. The Seahawks were 7-1 at home this year. You got to ride with them. The Lions have been in close games for most of the year. So I don't expect Seattle to be out, by more than 2 possessions or more than 1 possession, more than 7 points or 8 points. I'd be very surprised if it's a 10-point game, especially in the playoffs with Matthew Stafford passing against that defense without Earl Thomas. I think Seattle pulls it out though. Next to Sunday's games, Dolphins at Steelers. Miami's at Pittsburgh. There's no way you can go against Pittsburgh at home. At home, they're a totally different team than on the road, and they are a really good offense. They have a running game, so if the weather gets nasty at any point during the playoffs, they can respond. I like the Steelers' chances. In general, against the Dolphins without Ryan Tannehill, I love their chances. I'm looking for at least a 2-possession game out of that. Let's move on to the Giants at Packers. The Giants have a great, they have a very good defense. Problem with them is they're playing on the road at Green Bay. And you have no idea what Eli Manning is showing up. Are you going to get the clutch guy or the interception guy? You never know. And he's on the road against a guy that has thrown 18 straight touchdowns since about, week 10? I don't really know. But he's thrown 18 straight touchdowns without an interception. That's phenomenal. You got to take Green Bay to beat the Giants. Let me just take a quick look at the let me see. I'd say those are my games for this weekend. However, I will say that I'm expecting Green Bay and Atlanta to play, and Atlanta. Well, you know what? I'm expecting Green Bay to come out of the NFC. And I'm expecting New England to come out of the AFC. However, one thing I will say is that the Chiefs are a live dog against New England. A live dog. Now, I'm not sure if they play zone defense or man defense, but if they play man defense, Brady's going to have problems because of that pass rush. But I expect to see Green Bay and New England in a Super Bowl. Anyway, I'll holler back at you next week with more picks. We'll see how mine go this weekend. Lefty's out. Have a great football weekend.